I've been doing a lot of thinking on the direction I want to take the main channel, and it's been quite hard, you know. It's been quite difficult to really think about where I want to take it, because right now it's got a self improvement focus, but with in real life content, and I think that's pretty decent. But what I'm trying to figure out is a way that it can come across as entertaining, but it also is supplementary for the algorithm, and the algo likes it, and the retention's good. So I think what I've decided on now, and it's kind of what I was doing before, but with a bit extra, right? What I think I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna keep showcasing the social skills as always, right? But I'm gonna try and bring a bit of a narrative into it. So there are a lot of channels that there'll be like an interview question, and the whole video is just that question, but there's no real story. What I'm going to try to do now is to try and really knit a story together with the videos on the main channel. And it's just going to take a lot of trial and error, I think, to get this down right. It's not going to be easy to get this done perfectly, but that's what my videos lack, I feel. I think my videos lack a sense of real direction with the video. People click it, and I feel like people who are on self-improvement can enjoy it, but everyone else does not have the attention span for it. So I need to make it snappier, a bit more guided, a bit more of a direction on what's actually happening. Because one thing I've been working on is my charisma on camera, and it's decent, but it can also be better. You'd see people like Mr. Beast, like Arak, you know, they come across so well on camera, like Logan Paul, KSI, they come across really, really good on camera, and my camera skills are getting better, like I'm doing it right now. This is all practice, right? But it does take a level of, I need to keep practicing it, and it's only gonna get better as I do it more, especially like when it's in real life, when I'm out and about. I feel like my camera presence here is quite decent. I feel pretty natural. But when it's there, sometimes it can feel a little bit forced at times. It doesn't feel... Because when I'm like here, it's pretty much 100% authentic. When I'm there, it's like 90%, it's like 85%. I still feel like I'm holding back just a little bit. But that's just gonna come as I practice more of it, you know, as I spend more time just on camera and interacting with people on camera. Like for example, doing cold approaches, doing pickups when I'm mic'd up. It feels a bit different than when I'm doing it off mic. It definitely feels more pressured when the mic's on me. Finding the right camera angle, etc. Like, it's tricky, but you know what? I think I'm gonna go for a bit more of a YouTube-esque approach for my videos. I think I'm gonna bring an element of social hacking into it. Arak, if you guys know who Arak is, he's blowing up right now. He went from 0 to 1 mil subscribers in 2021. Now he's at like 6 mil. Like, it's crazy. He's crushing it, right? And I have been listening to some of the podcasts that he's done with Colin and Samir. And one of the things he talks about is social hacking, which is kind of taking like... It's kind of something that I thought of myself anyway. But you take a trend. It's kind of like trend hacking, but you take like someone who's popping off, basically. And you have to ask yourself, right? If you want to use someone else's name, right? If you want to collab with someone else, you have to really ask yourself, what problem can I solve for them? How can I make their life easier? That's how you do it. For example, Logan Paul was trying to get rid of these couches, right? These Mercedes couches, and he had them in his house, and he was selling them for 85 grand, okay? 95 grand. And Arak said, I'll buy them for you. He managed to get the price down to 17k. And he made a whole video about how he hired the trucks. And he went all the way to his house, met Logan Paul, got the couches. I forgot what he did with them. But like, that's how he's made Logan Paul's life easier. And he's put his name into that. And it gave him a massive boost. He made all the content for Logan that week. He created the story for Logan that week. His content was done for that week. That's what he did for him. That's kind of what I think I need an element of that. Because that's what's really going to catapult the growth. You can go the whole slow way and do it nice and organically. But this way, you still get all the benefits of organic growth, but it's way faster. That's why I think I might try to start think of what I can do in that kind of direction. You know, it's gonna be tricky, but if I can. It takes a lot of brainstorming. It takes a lot of time of just sitting down, just thinking, trialing and erroring, talking to my editors. Like, for example, I think one thing I might do is like with the videos that are going to come out on the main. So it's the 10th of May today. So check the videos that come out mid-May or end of May, and afterwards. I think as well as the natural flow of the videos, I'm gonna try put a narrative on top of it, like to knit the story. So there may be some parts of it where it's like this, and I'm like reacting almost to like my thought process when I was doing something. So when I was doing something in public, for example, like in my last video that I recorded a couple of days ago, it's coming out hopefully in a few days or maybe a bit longer because it's a lot of footage. What was happening was I said, why don't I just push myself out my comfort zone? So I stood on this ledge, right? And there were like maybe about 100 people around me, and really loudly I was like, "What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel." Like I did that really loudly, for the irony, right? As a joke, okay? Things like that. They just keep the flow going, they keep the pace going, they keep it unexpected. And then if I bridge a narrative with that, like I could be talking about how I can like bring the footage on here and I'm talking to the camera like this, what was running through my mind, etc. Because like some people may think I don't get nervous. I still get nervous doing this, and I can bring more of that sense of relatability with the audience a bit more. I think that's what I'm going to try to do, because no one's done that before, and I think that's how I can really cultivate a good sense of community and personal engagement with the audience. Because I feel like it kind of lacks that viewer engagement. It feels like you're watching from the side of what I'm doing. And I want the viewer to feel like they're actually involved with the community. I think that would help so much more, as opposed to them just watching the interviews on the side like just a member of the audience. I want them to feel like a member of the actual team. You see where I'm coming from? And that's only going to take trial and error. But I think that would be a much better way to go about it. It's going to take deliberate effort, deliberate practice. And I think I'll get the result I want eventually, but just have to keep hammering away. You know, it's not an easy game. It's not an easy game, and we'll have to just go for it. So that's what I think the direction of the main channel will do. The montages that I've been making, that was kind of an experiment. I just really wanted to make something like that. I wanted to just try it out, and I really enjoyed the experience. It was pretty fun. It turned out decently, and that's probably going to be like a once every year kind of thing. Maybe once every like 6 to 12 months. So you'll probably get another one in like 2023. Let me get bigger. Let me put on some more mass. You know, a bit more of a body transformation as well. And yeah, I think it should be good. But I think that is the direction of the main channel. And I've got my editors helping me, just giving me some input on what they think is helpful. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And let's see how the channel does. Let's just see how it does. Because right now we're at 3 and a bit K. Hopefully when you're watching this, maybe in a couple months, maybe like 10, maybe in a year from now you're watching this video, hopefully I'm at like at least like 20k. If I'm not at 20k by now, I'd be pissed off. I should be at like 50. I should be like 50k by now. I think I'll be at 50k by now in a year. I think so. I think that's doable. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.